Okay, welcome to my first tutorial, and it's going to be with a program called Portrait Professional Max. This program is designed to help anybody retouch a portrait and have a normal picture turn into a retouched and well-executed, professionally designed portrait. It's very simple. The first thing is we know that this is a male face, just to let those of you that don't know. And we start off simply by clicking and hitting this button. And I follow along with the image that is on this side of the screen, but I don't really need to. I've used this program a few times now. So I click the middle of the nose, now I click the mouth, I click the other side of the mouth. Now it gives me some specific controls. The first one is going to be on this eye. So I come down here and we're going to lay out what this eye is going to look like. Then we start with the eyebrow, get the eyebrow all organized. So that looks pretty good for that eyebrow. Then I come to the eye. This middle bar on the top and the middle bar on the bottom, they go underneath the pupil, directly underneath the iris. So center that. These line up. Okay, I've done that eye. Now, if you look over here, it's telling me that we got the whole face, and now it zooms in, and it zooms into the exact point that I'm touching. So I line these up, get my eyebrow looking like an eyebrow. I line up this point here so that it's over top of the pupil, right over top of the middle of the iris. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. We'll get this point down right here. Okay, I'm liking that. The nose, same thing. So line up the middle, line up the bottom point. This point gets lined up right here. This point gets lined up right there. That's looking good. Okay, I've done that. Got a middle line here. We'll line that up to the middle. Now the mouth is closed here, and what that means is usually you'll see two lines in the middle. One is for the bottom of the upper lip, one is for the top of the lower lip. But in this particular case, we've got it all lined up. So the mouth closed, it recognizes when you bring the lines down that the mouth is closed. And I'll just move this out just a bit. I know that looks a little bit wonky. So we'll just line this up again. That looks a little bit wonky, but I'm not sure why, but we'll see how that plays out. Okay, so I'm just lining up some of the points. See how it says where to line it up? So I grab the other one. Okay, I'll line that up where it says to. Now I'm going to hit OK. It's going to take me to a bigger image. Tells you what to do with these. Line them up. Grab this one, pull it out to the side of the face, line it up. Take that out to the hairline, line it up. This one, bring to the top, and we line it up. Okay, I think I've got pretty much every one of these done. Bring that down just a bit, and I'll pull this one out a little bit more. Okay, I've done that. Now what we're watching is the image being processed, and this happens pretty quick. Now, this is a male picture, and we know that we don't really want to do a lot to the male picture. With a female picture, we could do a little bit more work because there's a glamour issue that comes up. But in the male picture, you want to keep your retouching fairly minimal. And you'll see from the retouching that we have in this photo, I'm just here. Hope everything is still good for you guys. I was doing this on a laptop that allows me to flip the screen. Now you'll notice it didn't really change me too much, but it did change some features. It actually looks at a ratio between the eyes and the nose, the eyes and the corners of the mouth, and the ratios from ears to nose and ears to chin. So you could see that it uses what's called the golden ratio, 1.6. That number is pretty important. Now we can see that the skin controls are all here. We can say, you know what, it really took out the imperfections. In a guy, we want to see a lot more of them. So I'll bring this right back down. With the fine shadows, I'll bring that right down again so it gives the face a little bit more, and I'll just move this up a bit, gives the face a little bit more character. Now we can do eye controls. You might find this interesting. We can actually whiten the eyes a little bit, and we can sharpen the eyes a little bit more, and that just sharpens the eyes. I'm not going to change the eye color, but mouth control, we can actually increase the saturation on the lips. You'll see that that changed. I'm not going to get crazy there, but I'm starting to look not real. So you have to decide what level of realness you're looking for. In this particular case, with the guy, I don't want them as in me, the retoucher, to take out too much of my character. So I'll leave all my pores in. Now, but you'll notice that it still changed the shape of my face, but so small that I still recognize it as me, and I just look and think, wow, that photographer was the best photographer I've ever had. Really captured who I was, and hopefully still am. And I wish everybody else saw me as good looking as I obviously am.